People need to be honest. People need to be honest with themselves, and they need to be honest with God. Remember not to use that blue. That's a bit too. If your life is not truly amazing, we should ask God for it. Lord, make my life amazing. Amazing. And of course the obvious follow-up to this is amazing grace. 2 plus 1s. And then here's... So amazing grace will all divide by 3. But I want to focus on this amazing. Here's the real beauty here. This is 30. In fact, amazing. Amazing. I also like the word astronomical. Amazing. 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 This is parallel to the word special. 2 plus 1s, and then the gold train. So these are very special words that have 2 steam locomotives in the front. Amazing. So you can really drag out those first 2 letters. Amazing. Amazing. Special. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Captivating. Sublime is still one of my favorite words. I want to get astronomical in there. Astronomical. There's a number of things going on here. It's pretty hard to resist putting these together. And I think what's meant to be looked at is this. Here's the root right here, because you can have astronomy or astronomer, so the A is the lead-in. It's fine. Astronomical. What was the other word? Captivating. What is amazing grace add to? Oh, 5. 12 letters. Which is amazing now, which is captivating. Okay. Energizing. There's a great word. I like that. 24. Boom, boom. So 33. 60. 84. Plus 30. God is energizing. Man's vision is not big enough. His faith is not big enough. What we need is God to give us an ordained leader, like Moses. Someone who rallies the masses to themselves by means of signs and wonders so that we can truly accomplish worthy things. Oh God, that's what we need. People need motivation. Motivation divides by 3, but people need motivation. We need leadership. The young people are crying out for leadership. There needs to be hope. There needs to be the power of God. There needs to be something moving this train forward faster than we can do it. God needs to show His power. That is the only solution I can think of. Is that God needs to show His power to convict people of sin, awaken people to who He is, and unite us beneath righteous leadership. So that we can finally do worthy things with our lives. Rather than, you know how it is. Let's take a look at the divine phrase, God answers prayer. Actually, how about this? Do something. Everything in the human condition cries out for God Himself to do something on our behalf. It's called a lover. Doing something for the love-e that is free of charge. Everything in the human condition craves that from God at all times. We are helpless, we are finite and pathetic in our power and in our strength, but our hearts and our souls know that greater things are capable. We know that the impossible is possible. We know that miracles come true. We know that supernatural things happen. We know that tiny things can perform great things if we could just get God to do something. I'm going to put these 3 plus 1s together. Wow. Look at the teams we've just found in that divine phrase. Do something. It's like the cry of the human heart. Would somebody please do something to heal this situation? To fix this problem? To give us more glory in our behavior? God, do something. Look at all the 30s there. 30, 30, 33, 36. That's 129. But notice all the 3s, and the beauty is all 3s. Do something. Here's another gem. God, perform something. That too will divide by 3. Do something. Perform something. I want God to perform many things in my life. I have dreams that are beyond my own capability. Okay. No one in their right mind will ever be satisfied with the non-miraculous. No one in 1,000 years will ever even come close to being satisfied with non-miracles. It's impossible. It is clinically impossible. One thing that I believe helps people enter into the realm of the miraculous, just one example, is when you give money anonymously to the church and the poor. And I believe that the more extreme you are in doing it, reserving less and less for yourself, the more miracles you will experience. I believe the godless world attempts to, is sort of sensing this longing with the miracle of money when they go gambling and they go to places like Vegas. And there's this search on the inside of them for this whole concept of putting money down and maybe I'll get a whole bunch more in return. And I'll experience that sense of miraculous that I'm longing for. Whereas the true form of that truth is when you cast money anonymously in large proportions in large amounts into the church offerings and into the poor, then you will receive miracles financially in your life. But I believe with all my heart that the human people are all made in the image of God. They are longing. I believe that the entire gambling world and the entire gambling industry is the longing of the human soul to actually take that move of faith that triggers God's promise coming true, where when you give anonymously, when you throw your money down, you actually will get an amazing amount coming back. Now, the way we read God promising it is that He has given Himself the freedom to bring it back to you in whatever time He wants. He did not say the exact time that it will come back. That's His freedom to be creative in. But I truly and sincerely believe that the entire gambling world is man's deep inner longing to throw some money down and get a harvest back. But the goal that we are truly longing for in that activity is casting money down to the poor, to each other, to those in need, anonymously, without any certainty about what is coming back. There's that divine excitement, and people that gamble are addicted to that sense, I'm throwing something away. I don't know if I'll get it back. But that is supposed to be done towards the poor. You throw it away. You don't know if you're going to get it back. But God promises that He'll bring it back to you. If we never throw our money away to the poor, the painful consequence is boredom. That is the painful consequence of most sin, because faith pleases God. When we do cast our money recklessly to the poor, God literally pulls our whole being into another dimension. Where we know that we will be provided for in amazing, wonderful ways that we've never seen. So you exit the boring life by casting your money anonymously into the coffers of the poor and the needy and the missionaries who are pure in their calling to spread the gospel. I'm preaching to myself here. I would suspect that one of the biggest reasons for stagnancy in life and a sense of non-moving forward, a sense of non-growth, is a direct consequence of us not taking this risk of throwing our money away. I think we need to jump off the diving board before we experience the thrill of the splash. last time I checked. You don't experience the thrill of the splash and your loving Father catching you unless you jump off the diving board. Surely there are spiritual thrills in this world. Okay. Okay.